The world feels heavier than it ever has. And if you've been wondering whether God still has a plan, He does. And He already told us how it ends. Jesus is coming back. And everything He promised about that moment is not a threat. It is the greatest hope you have ever been given. He promised, and He has never broken. 1 John chapter 14 verse 3. Jesus said, "And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me." This was not a vague hope. It was a personal promise, spoken directly to the people He loved most. Every other promise Jesus made came true: the virgin birth, the miracles, the resurrection. His track record is perfect. The second coming is not a maybe. It is the next item on God's calendar. The signs are not meant to scare you. They are meant to prepare you. Matthew chapter 24 verses 6-8. Wars. Rumors of wars, famines, earthquakes. Jesus described these not as the end, but as the beginning of birth pains. A mother in labor doesn't despair when the contractions start. She knows what's coming. The signs around us today are not evidence that God has lost control. They are evidence that the delivery is getting closer. Don't be afraid of what you see in the news. Be anchored in what you know from the Word. Nobody knows the hour, so live like it could be today. Matthew chapter 24 verses 36-44. Jesus was clear. Not even the angels know the day or the hour, only the Father, which means every date setter and doomsday prediction has been wrong, and always will be. But Jesus didn't tell us the hour so we'd be idle. He told us to be ready, to live with purpose, to love people well, to not waste the life He gave you waiting for the life to come. The best preparation for the second coming is not a bunker, it is faithfulness, today. This world is not your home, and that is good news. Revelation, chapter 21 verse 4. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death, or mourning, or crying, or pain. If you have buried someone you love, this verse is for you. If you are exhausted by grief, illness, loneliness, or fear, this verse is for you. The second coming doesn't just mean Jesus returns. It means everything that broke will be made whole. Everything stolen will be restored. Everything that made you cry in the dark will be permanently removed. That is not religion. That is the most beautiful promise ever made. The second coming of Christ is not a horror story. It is the final chapter of the greatest love story ever written. And for everyone who knows Him, it ends in reunion, not judgment. Which of these 4 points speaks to where you are today? Drop it in the comments. Share this with someone who needs to be reminded that this world is not the end of the story. And subscribe. More biblical truth every week on Daily Strength and Grace.